So that might have happened during the heat. He might have taken that damaged equipment out there, not sure. But back to live action now. And this is Julian Wilson fighting through injury to make this performance come together. Got himself a round one win. He's going to go over the falls here, but ruptured his AC joint in his shoulder. Mountain biking in the lead up to this first event. Real separation of the bones and experienced a lot of pain surfing in his first round heat, despite the fact he got the win.
Well, and finds a little tube time, though. It's just right here. Gets the release, and, you know, tumbling around with a very powerful, shallow break like this.
Yeah, we were just talking about the fact that, you know, Julian relinquished priority there just because he was not wanting to use those arms so he could do what he's going to do here, maybe, you know, really just dig into his surfing. Beautiful lip line slam right there, out behind him.
Just missing out. It's so hard to put together a solid, consistent year on the qualifying series, and to miss out by just a spot is devastating. And it's just great for him to get the opportunity as we see the replay of Julian now.
Opener draws off the bottom, nice open face sweep again. Trying to find his flow out here at the moment. Another gouge back into the pocket there. That's going to be about it for that one. He's going to look down the line for the jet ski probably, but Julian as well, you know, really, you can note that he's trying to dig in, and he wants to win these heats so bad, and for him to relinquish the priority, you know, he's kind of starting up on the back foot. But that said, once he's up to his feet, he looks amazing. So really fun to watch him get up there and really attack the lip line.
As you watch the replay now, February's 4.1. A little smaller wave, but it had a clean face on it. Not the steepest of sections, but again, he's got such great flow that it did get him into that 4-point range.
Just over 19 minutes to go here, and Julian still got that priority, testing that shoulder out against this sweep as Michael February has a look at one.
Just having a look at the tide, you know, right at
whoa! Sorry, Pete, but Julian taking a really late drop there under the lip.
Okay.
He's one of the hardest charging surfers on the championship tour.
Trying to get vision on him.
Paddling into these waves. You know, we saw Italo, who's got nothing wrong with his shoulders, sort of misjudge a barreling wave out there earlier on. He didn't quite paddle hard enough. So not having that full range of motion in your shoulder, paddling into these waves, Peter, around this time of the day with the tide the way it is going to be pretty difficult for Julian.
It's super difficult, being pulled sideways or out, and it affects your drop.
Michael February up at the moment, ducking under the lip, and he gets clipped by the falling lip as he tries to punch through that one, and he goes down. 16 and a half minutes remaining here. Big results unfolding here in the third round. We just saw Gabriel Medina, a former winner, a former world champ, knocked out of the event by Mikey Wright, Silver Pro at the moment, and a fair chance we could wrap this thing up tomorrow. But here we go, Julian Wilson up to his feet. He is deep in the barrel. A lot of travel time. Had such a good line into this one, but it just started to stretch out, and he couldn't find the exit.
Good effort, that is for sure.
Where everyone can serve and show their serves, and today was a bit of lucky, and I didn't see his waves, but his scores was pretty good, so he might surf really well, and always trying to improve, you know. Now I'm off to Bells, and hopefully I can get a good result there.
And we know that you had a little bit of a chat to the commissioners after that heat. Do you want to give us some insight into what you guys were talking about?
An amazing barrel, very similar to what we saw Julian Wilson on his tube. The one behind, you know, it was a little bit further back, was very, very throaty.
Well, Julian's going to get an opportunity here, and I think it was maybe a smart move, a smaller wave, but if he can combo up a couple of major turns, he'll be feeling good about himself. A tricky one to surf. It's going to bottom out on the inside, shut down pretty quickly. But he only needs a 2.71. Did he do enough?
I don't know. He's been trying to kind of find the scale at this event. In years past, I would say, yeah, pretty confident, but not this year. You know, so you need to be on those quality waves when he starts to go down in the especially today when you've got this major sets. And that point there, a lot of times it's the water's trying to figure out where it's going.
Well, Julian's up at the moment, now trying to dispose of a 3.17. Hasn't been able to finish off a lot of rides. It's been difficult. He's actually using one arm to climb back onto his surfboard at the moment, so that gives you a fair idea of where he's at. You know, we don't want to focus on this injury too much because it feels like when he gets to his feet, who rarely leaves his shed up there at Coolum, but does make the trip down each season to cheer his boy on. Julian's up once again. He had a 3.3 in his last ride, so just pushing that requirement a little higher. But Michael February's still well within reach, and with a minute and 40 seconds to go and the South African holding priority, keep a result in the first event of the season. And Michael February's chasing a spot to requalify by the end of the year. Julian's up at the moment, taking an insider. Strong first turn. Trying to stay with it. Can't quite ride out of that move. The first turn was solid. Not sure if it will go into his top two. Seconds to go. Michael February chasing a 3.2. Foam on the face. A tricky section to read. This wave's starting to flatten out. He sticks with it. Up into the lip. 3 turns on the outside. A transition cutback to get to the inside. Nothing major just yet.
Wasn't able to do any cardio exercise up until that point because the bouncing wasn't allowed with my shoulder.